Hey everyone, thanks for joining me for another episode of Total Ramblings. You may have seen in one or two previous videos that I was buying Series 1 Deddy Bears. This is Howler from Series 1. And I've got lots of them. I've got Deddy Bears in Deddy bags. I've got smaller Deddy Bears in coffins. I've got the clip-on ones for the, keyring sort of style. Anyway, the other day, sorry, I'm just lining up my morgue here of Deddy Bears. The other day, I, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's more. I've got 9 of these bags. Yeah, let's make sure. And Howler's out of his bag at the moment because he's here. Because he's been sharing the bed with me. There we go. You can go there. Right, and then we've got... sorry, this is very dull. We got Van Bear. And we've got Spectre. And we've got Squash. And we've got Bones, who seems to be ubiquitous. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's a couple of other... older ones, so that's a Series 2. Yeah, so anyway, the point I'm making is I found a load of Series 2 Deddy Bears and I picked them up. I bought them, I did, because I'm insane, because this is what I do. So I thought we'd have a look at them, because why not? Pretty certain I'm missing one of these boxes. I bought it down earlier. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There should be 8 of the original ones. Oh well, it'll turn up. It was definitely here earlier. Right. Series 2 Deddy Bears come in white Deddy bags. And I haven't opened these yet. So I thought I'd open them with you. Why not? So I'm just going to, so the zips are kind of, there's like a zip for each one. And in the shop, the sort of Deddy Bear kind of head hangs out. But I guess in order to keep them from being separated from their Deddy bags, they're kind of sewn in, which I suppose is kind of appropriate for a dead bear, really. Kind of like reminds me of stories you hear about them sewing dead people's eyes shut in the bad old days. So anyway, yeah, you have to kind of unpick the stitching sort of to allow your Deddy Bear to be released into the world. So there we go. Right, this... Oh yeah, and they are also, as well, they're also actually tied in to the bags as well. So I'm just going to unpin this one and we're going to have a look at it together. This is Muerto Bear. Muerto Bear, and let's have a look. So we've got an autopsy report here. Muerto Bear, 12 inches in length, yeah. Date of death, November 1624. Blood type, coloured paints. Probable cause of death, moonwalked off a cliff during a full moon. Muerto Bear, so he's very yellow, he's nice and squishy. He's got blue claws. Sorry, we seem to have lost me. Haha. There we go. Muerto Bear has blue claws. Is he meant to be like a zombie type thing? Isn't there like some festival of the dead or something? Is that Brazil maybe? I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about, if I'm honest with you. But anyway, there's the autopsy report for Muerto Bear. And there he is. There he is. Now you see, this is Muerto Bear in a Deddy bag, but we have another Muerto Bear, And here we are in the coffin form, Muerto Bear, Series 2. And we're going to open him up. And there he is, little Muerto Bear. Now they also do a Series 2, what's the word, clip-on things for bags, but I'm not buying those at the moment because they're blind bags and you never know what you're getting. Right, Muerto Bear. We have some facts about Muerto Bear on the back. Muerto Bear, November 1624. Above all else, Muerto Bear loves music and dancing. But keep your distance. If he wraps you in his skeletal arms, he will haunt your dreams with whispered tales of the afterlife. He smells of incense, he loves roses, and his weaknesses are forgotten memories. So you see, I like the little coffin ones because they give you a little bit of information about the bear. But I also like the bigger ones because you get them in the Deddy bag, right? So, next. Right, we have got Frankenbear. No prizes for guessing what Frankenbear is based on. Let me just unpick this. Bear with me. I'm aware this is probably very boring to watch me picking away at a thing that you cannot see. But I'm afraid it has to be this way. There we go. Right, and now we can unpin the bottom stitching. And we can probably pull that out. Excuse the teeth. Pah! This one's well stitched in. There we go. Right. Frankenbear. I'm going to unpin him from his Deddy bag. And there he is. Now he's got a scar in the top here. He's got what appears to be a bolt going through his neck. I have to say, he's got like kind of greenish claws. I have to say, don't take this personally, Frankenbear. In fact, cover your ears. It's a little bit boring for a Deddy bear because he's just green. You'd think maybe he'd have some other operation scars around, you know? But that's just me. That's just me. Okay. We've got an autopsy report. Name, Frankenbear. Length, 12 inches. Yes. Date of death, December 1743. Blood type, green goo. Probable cause of death, multiple causes of death. Yes, because of course, the Frankenstein monster, or Frankenstein's monster, who probably is also called Frankenstein because he was the son of Dr. Frankenstein. But yeah, anyway, he was cobbled together, wasn't he, from different bodies. Right, what have we got? We've got a little one, Frankenbear, Series 2. So let's open the little Frankenbear. There he is. Isn't he cute? Isn't he cute? Right, what have we got? Frankenbear. This monstrous creation is a terrifying presence among the Deddy bears. With jagged stitches holding together his mismatched parts, he may look cute, but touches electrified fur at your own risk. Smells of rotting flesh, loves bedtime stories, and his weakness is thunderstorms. Now, what would have been cool would have been like maybe if they'd done his limbs as a slightly different colour to indicate that they're from a different body. Or in fact, you could have gone the whole hog, right? And just kind of had, you know, a pink leg or a blue leg or something like that, you know. Okay, the next Deddy bear. Just going to unpick this as usual. This is number 3. There are 6 of these, by the way. There are 6 different ones, or the ones that I found anyway. The original Deddy bears, there were 9, including a special one. So there were 8 coffin boxes, but 9 Deddy bags. I can't remember off the top of my head which one was the one that you couldn't get. I think it might, no, it wasn't Beelzebub. Howler. It was Howler. You couldn't get Howler in a coffin box for some reason. He was only available in the larger sizes. Oh, and one other thing, and I didn't buy these. They had big Deddy bears in the shop that I found these in. Like really like big ones. But they looked like flattened, and they didn't look like the same shapes as these other ones. Do you know what I mean? Also, they were quite expensive, so I didn't buy them. I believe it or not, despite what my wife thinks, I do have limits. It's just that they're not terribly well defined, you know. Right, we have got, ooh, this, let's get rid of some fluff on here. This is Zombat with his hypnotic eyes, and he doesn't have arms. He's got wings attached directly to his feet. And yeah, so sorry, just get the camera looking at me again. Right, let's read Zombat's autopsy report, shall we? Right, who is deceased? Zombat, length 12 inches, date of death March 1718, blood type other people's. Yep, that makes sense. Probable cause of death, got blinded by bright lights and flew against a wall. Quite like him. He's nice. I like him. I like him a lot. He's quite cool because he's not your typical bear shape. They've changed the shape of him a little bit. Right then. Can you guess what's coming now? Zombat, Series 2, Coffin, with his wing kind of swept around. By the way, if you go to www.creepycollectibles.com, you can probably find out a bit more information about these Deddy bears. Okay, there is miniature Zombat with his wings. Ooh, he's quite cool. I do like him. Camera's lost focus on me again, because of course it's all about me. Zombat. March 1718. Zombat the Deddy bear loves to spread his wings and take flight. That's interesting. Deddy bear is one word here, but on the last one, Deddy bear, Deddy space bears. Zombat the Deddy bear loves to spread his wings and take flight, but sometimes he forgets where he is going mid-air. Watch out for his hilarious mid-flight confusions and unexpected landings. He smells of tar and licorice. He loves nighttime, and his weakness is brightness. So let's get him in his box before he suffers some ill effects. We are halfway through Ladles and Jelly Spoons. Now this is an interesting one. I've been looking forward to this one. I'm just pulling these out at random, by the way. There's no science, rhyme or reason to the order in which these Deddy bears are being examined. Just in case you were worried. I don't know why you would be worried. I wouldn't be worried. Right. Let's unpin that one. And then we unpin the bottom one. Basically, these stitches allow the zip to open a certain way, a certain amount, so that you can kind of see the head of the Deddy bear, but they don't allow it to fully close or fully open. So you've kind of got like 2 stitches on each side of where the zipper is. So you have to kind of unpick from both sides. And I think we're done. Right. I'm just going to this one. I think this one is fantastic. I think this might be the star of the show so far, if I'm honest with you. This is brilliant. Look at that. This is Dolly. She's got stitches on her lips. She's got red ruby lips. She's got menacing eyes. She's got a little flower in her hair here. She's got a thing at the back, and she's got a dress. She looks like some sort of horrific nurse, and she's got white claws. Let's tell you a little bit about Dolly, shall we, with the autopsy report. Right. Dolly. Length 12 inches. Yes. Date of death June 1295. Blood type OMG. Probable cause of death allergic reaction to her own blood type. Wow. That is a stunning Deddy bear. I really like her. That's really good. That's a really good little toy, I think. Just going to put her back in her Deddy bag, and we'll look at the miniature version of Dolly, Series 2. Sort of flowers at her feet there in the coffin. There is miniature Dolly. Just as much detail as the larger one. Let's read about Dolly, shall we? Introducing Dolly, the mischievous, stitch-faced sweetheart. Dolly is the champion of Guess What I'm Thinking games. She always wins because her poker face is permanently stitched on. She smells of chlorine, she loves mind games, and her weakness is losing. She actually looks quite terrifying. That's a good Deddy bear, that is. That's a good Deddy bear. We've got 2 more to go. 2 more to go. Right. Okay, just going to unpick this, the usual story. Picky, picky, picky. Ow. Without stabbing myself would be helpful, but I'm quite dangerous with like pen knives. I've got lots of pen knives and utility tools and things like that, but I'm actually quite dangerous with them. I was once working on repairing some vintage Action Man toys. And I was in the garden because it was a lovely afternoon, and I was just kind of, I can't remember what I was cutting exactly, but I was using a Stanley knife, and I went straight into my leg. Yep, went straight into my leg. Blood everywhere, still got the scar. That was a very, very stupid thing to do. But yeah, so I'm quite dangerous really. It's because I'm impatient, right? And impatience has always been one of my downfalls. I strive for perfection in life, but I very rarely actually achieve it. And I have many flaws. I'm aware that I am, at the end of the day, I am just human. But maybe one day I can transcend such mortal limitations. Right. Unpinning this one. Look at that. Look at that. This is Two-Fur. Clearly a pun on Two-Face from Batman. 12 inches. Date of death October 1995. Oh, you haven't been dead very long. You haven't even been dead 30 years. You're quite fresh. Probable cause of death. Fell down a chasm in the earth. So no real story about how he's split in two. He has black claws. But see, this is what I mean, right? For Frankenbear, they could have had different coloured limbs, even if it was slightly different colour, to show that he was made of many pieces. This is clearly where a regular teddy bear has, you know, maybe been laid down in a chemical accident in a pool of chemicals and turned nuts or something. That's my guess anyway. Just going to put him back in his Deddy bag before he starts to smell. And there we go. Two-Fur. Now, it's interesting. The original Deddy Bear boxes didn't have 6+ written on them, but these ones do. I actually thought initially two fur was the only one to have that, but in fact no, they are subtly there, just in different colours, the 6 Plus. Oh, sorry, that was a sneak preview. Right, ooh, if anything, he looks even more psychotic than the regular sized one. Look at that, that's mad. He's a scary bear. Two fur. October 1995, one side is sweet and cuddly, while the other is mischievous and cunning. Two fur is always torn between mischief and cuddles, making him an unpredictable but lovable companion. He smells of copper, he loves a coin, and his weakness is his decisions. Yeah, so like Two-Face in Batman, who flips a coin and decides how he's going to do things. Right. We're at the end of our odyssey. This is the last Deddy bear. If you've stuck with me this long, I'd like to really thank you very much from the bottom of my heart for watching this video. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. We hit 200 subscribers this week. I say we, it's the royal we. It's just me. There is nobody else here. I mean that quite literally. My wife's still in hospital. My daughter lives with her boyfriend pretty much, and my son lives with his grandma. So I'm basically on my own, which is why I need minions and companions to, you know, further my mischievous aims. I'm having a bit of trouble with the threading on this one, if I'm honest with you. So I'm sorry for the delay. I promise you it's not a deliberate attempt to increase the runtime of this video. Although that would be a good ploy. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I might just have to get him out and mess with this afterwards, unless I can unpin this now. Come on. Okay, we're just going to get him out, I think, and show you, because I don't want to keep you any longer than you want to be here, unless you like spending time with me, in which case please come round and play some Flick Fleet with me. Okay. Last bear of the night. This is Frostbite. Yeah, Frostbite has blue claws. He looks like he's wearing a. He looks like he's a blue guy wearing some sort of Arctic fur-lined outfit. Let's find out all about Frostbite, shall we? Right, Frostbite, 12 inches, date of death, November 1961. Oh, you never got to watch an episode of Doctor Who, although you are dead, but you are walking around, so you probably still can. Blood type, B positive vibes, nice. Probable cause of death, froze to death overnight. Yep, quite basic in the terms of the cause of death there. And you've seen this one already, Frostbite Series 2, the small coffin box version. And, ooh, yeah, okay, so just to give you some idea, so basically the larger ones, the noses are stitched, the eyes are stitched, and everything is kind of like stitched in. The smaller ones, it's printed, okay? But there he is, small Frostbite. Right, Frostbite. Covered in soft white fur. Oh, he's a Yeti. He's not in an outfit. That's part of him. Covered in soft white fur, this Yeti brings an icy chill wherever he goes. Frostbite loves a snowball fight, but better let him win or he might freeze your heart with his piercing glacier gaze. He smells of fish. He loves popsicles and his weakness is fire. That makes perfect sense. Now, that's interesting because I'm just going to switch to, I think this bear that I'm about to show you is his polar opposite. Yeah, Beelzebub loves fire and hates snow. So presumably these two guys don't get along. Just to show you, this is a series 1. This is like, so this is Beelzebub. So this is like the small coffin version. And then this is kind of the Lucky Charm, not the Lucky Charm, but like the clip-on thing that you can get on for bags. And it looks like past me decided to put them in the same boxes, which is why I couldn't find them earlier. That makes perfect sense. I haven't bought those sizes for Series 2. I bought all the ones I could find for Series 2. I need to go online in a minute and check to see if there's any others. I know Series 2 was smaller than Series 1. I haven't bought the big ones that I saw in the shop where I got these. And also, I believe there's like little sort of squashy vinyl versions as well from at least Series 1. I haven't got those either. So I don't have the entire Deddy Bears collection, but I've got the ones that I'm most interested in, which is the coffin boxes and the Deddy bags, because it's such a cool way of packaging, you know? So, yeah. These are my Deddy Bears. Thanks very much for watching. Please hit subscribe, share, the bell icon, all that regular YouTube stuff. If you've liked this video. Even if you haven't liked this video, I'd really appreciate it. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next Total Ramblings. Bye bye.